Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today I want to make something really cool. And for that, I'll be using the Nerf Hammershot. Now to make this even better, I got a few things to help me. I got an 8kg spring from Orange Modworks, and an 8-shot cylinder from a guy in Japan named Gavin Fuzzy. Link in the description. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing and get started. So as you should know, the Hammershot comes with itself and 5 darts. Now by itself, the Hammershot's already a pretty good gun. But we're gonna make it better. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. Okay, now we can go ahead and butterfly this open. So there we go. Go ahead and dump all the screws out. Okay, we got this thing open. We have the internals here. You have the cylinder, spring, and you have the hammer with the plunger here. So the hammer comes back, pulls this back, and the trigger releases it. Now if I pull this apart, you get the cylinder, this front piece, which I believe, one sec here guys. We'll work on that later. So you get the cylinder, all comes out in one piece. You get this orange nub, which goes in right here. You have this panel, which will unlock these internals, which we'll need to remove because actually this whole thing comes apart as one, which is nice. So the air restrictor, which you would get at it if you're gonna go in here, pull these apart and this whole thing comes out, which makes it super easy. Now we're not going to be removing the air restrictor because we got the extra spring, so there's no need. And also, if you do, it doesn't really increase performance. It actually is not very good. All it does is kind of reduces the seal, and it gets rid of this clicky thing, which kind of clicks it into place, even when it's not primed. So if you look on the back here, there's that tiny spring if that comes off. And we're not going to open this because we don't need to. So this spring should come out pretty easily. Pop it up and pull it out. Then we have our spring, which you can see is considerably a lot more strands, and it's a lot stronger than the other one. And that'll feed in right there when we need it to. Now with the 3D printed part, it also comes with a few things. It comes with this barrel twister so that it can twist evenly at 8 spaces rather than twisting at 5. Here, this thing goes in the back there. And then it also comes with a string compressor. So if we didn't have the bigger spring, we could slide this onto here first, and then put the spring on, which would compress the spring more, making it have more tension on it, like that. But we don't need that because we got the bigger spring. Okay, so quick update. In order to make this piece fit in here right, you need the piece on the front, this piece, there in order to attach it. And now to get that, when this comes off, it'll look like this. What I did is I took needle nose pliers, pulled this off, and this piece can come out. And then what you do is you push it against the table like this, and this will slide off. Pin will come out. We don't need that. We don't need this smaller piece either. You'll take your cylinder and we'll put this in the front and it'll fit in good. Sweet. Let's keep going. Also, the way this is designed, the lever here for the air restrictor doesn't actually fit into these, so it'll be always open. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that, because otherwise it'd just be sitting there taking up space and not doing anything. Let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, we'll go ahead and unscrew these screws here. And not drop our screwdriver. Take that out. Just like that. You get the small screw. This is all together like that. Should be good. Now, in here you've got the trigger, and you have this tiny spring back here. Now that thing could be lost or forgotten how to place in. So you have this tiny spring that looks like this. Now you'll take this straight end and you'll put it right there. And now this bent end, you'll just pull in. Whoops. Just pull it in like this and it'll hook around this hammer, and then that little pole will go into the trigger. So that'll be good for reassembly. Put that off to the side, and we can pull the whole plunger tube out. And then you have this tiny spring on the back. I'm gonna go ahead and, so you have this tiny spring on the back, which I'm gonna go ahead and take out. We'll put this spring off to the side. And now this barrel should come out. I can remember how.
A few moments later.
Okay, so now that that's out, you can go ahead and pull these levers out to the side, and then this piece will come off. Okay, so the paint job's all done, and I think this looks great. I'm really happy with how it turned out, and now that all we have left to do is put it back together. So let's go. Okay, so to finish the whole thing off, I went ahead and put a 2K clear over all of it, and I'm just really happy with how it turns out. All the details and how it looks overall. I did leave a few parts orange for obvious reasons, and if I don't like that, I can always go back and change it. Now, to finish this off, I think we should go ahead and do a firing test and also compare it against the original. So I've got 4 sets of bullets in here, so go ahead and test this out. Okay, so the modded gun's going to be on the right, and for every 1 shot of the normal gun, we're going to have 2 shots from the modded. So that second shot will just be from the extra on the modded. We're going to start with dart zone, then normal, AccuStrike, and Koosh darts. Modded's on the right. And second one. Okay, normal. Then we have AccuStrike. And Koosh. Okay, as you can see, this one did a lot better in the firing demo than the original, and I want to say thank you to Gavin Fuzzy for putting the 8-shot cylinder and also the Orange Mod Works spring. If you want to get either of those, link in the description. Now I haven't yet named this thing, but if you want to help me, leave a comment of what you think I should name it. And if you like that, make sure you leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe and click that little bell so you get notified every time I make a new video. Thank you guys.